Ashe. Peace, family. Conjure Queen here. How's everybody doing? Happy full moon. Have you guys been feeling this energy? Oh my God, like this full moon is freaking popping right now. I'm telling you. Ashe, can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? Let me know if the audio is okay, if the video is okay. Talk to me, family. Ashe. Okay. Yes. Okay, we got a nice amount of people up in here, people coming up in the building. Ashe. Okay, everybody says that they can hear me, they can see me. Perfect. Thank you. All right, great. So I hope you guys are ready for this ritual because it's going to be powerful. This ritual that we are doing tonight is going to open up the doorway for your ancestors. Okay, what it is going to do is it is going to activate your ancestors. So think about it this way. If you are, let's say, the only person in your family or your bloodline who is into the occult or who is on the spiritual journey, like you're healing yourself, you're breaking these generational cycles, like you can see certain patterns and traits in your family and you don't want to repeat these patterns. So you have been the one delegated by your ancestors to break these chains, literally to transform your DNA, like to transform your ancestors. As you grow and evolve, your ancestors also grow and evolve, and they are counting on you. They have chosen you to be the one to pave the way. You are the pioneer. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to be burning some ancestor money. Okay, now so they got different types of ancestor money. If you don't have this type, it's fine. Some of you guys may have printed some out. Some of y'all probably have the Jaws paper with the faces on it. Some people may have the Jade Emperor. Some people may have a different version of it. Some people using real money. Some people using fake money. Some people even just drew money and made it up. Listen. When it comes to magic, what it's really about is the intention, okay? Now, the reason why, I got this one is because I'm in Mexico and I couldn't find the Jaws paper with the emperor on it, but I found that these actually are very powerful too, all right? So I'm going to explain exactly what we're going to do with this. And don't worry if you don't have all the materials. Like I said in the event page and in the group, if you don't have all the materials, don't worry about it. You guys can replay this again. And I just want to make a note before we even jump into the ritual, right? So we're going to do things a little bit differently, right? Before I was leaving the link up to the YouTube so you guys can just click back in the link and watch it again. I'm going to strongly advise that you, after this live is done, that you save the link. You go to one of those free video download websites. They got tons of them, okay? Google it, it's easy to find. And then you'll just pretty much copy and save this link to this live, right? And you'll put it in there and you'll save it and it'll form into like a downloadable file. You'll keep the file. You can save this onto your laptop, your hard drive, flash drive, whatever, like, so you can have it for your records. Because I don't want you to hit me up a year later talking about Conjure Queen, can you send that thing to me? Because who knows if it's even still going to be on YouTube, okay? So you are responsible for keeping the records of this ritual. All right. Now that that's out the way, let's get started, family. Ashe. Okay, I see people, everybody coming up in here. All right, wow, we got 200 and something people up in here. You guys are really ready for this ancestor stuff. Let's do this. All right. So before we jump into it, y'all know I'm very organized. I want to make sure that I have a list here to make sure that we have everything that we need. So let's go through this list, family, okay? Let me flip this over. All right. So first of all, some of you probably didn't do it already, but matter of fact, yeah, let's go through the list first before we cleanse the space. I like to cleanse the space first, but so let's do a little item check, okay? I'm going to call off all of the items that we're going to need in this ritual. Now, what we are going to need is a white candle. Okay, if you don't have a glass candle, any white candle is fine. I prefer the 7-day glass candle because the ritual that we're going to do is going to also require you to follow up 7 days, 7 consecutive days. And this is supposed to last for about 5 to 7 days. Sometimes it burns faster. Now, if it burns faster than 7 days, that means that your ancestors are really, really, really active and they needed that energy, okay? Now you're gonna need the 7-day glass candle. You're gonna need a glass of water, okay? Glass of water, cool water, not hot water. It could be nice and cool, cold, okay? You're gonna need a fireproof plate or bowl or pot, right? So I got this metal plate here, or metal bowl, rather, right? All right. Now you're gonna need your ancestor money, your fake money, your Joss paper, okay, your whatever you have. This is what we're gonna burn. That's why we need a fireproof bowl, right? You're not gonna use plastic because that's gonna melt. All right. And you're going to need your incense. So I got my little Palo Santo here, okay? And it could be any type of incense. Like it could be sage, it could be pine, it could be frankincense, it could be copal, tobacco, you know, whatever you want to clean the space with. And the optional ingredients that you're going to need is coffee, tobacco. You got my little cigar that I broke in half. I said, I'm gonna use this. I don't waste nothing, okay? This cigar broke. I said, I'm gonna use the tobacco in it. I'm gonna use this tobacco, okay? And I'm gonna explain what all of these ingredients are for. All right, I explain step by step as we go through this, so nobody feels lost. Oh, and forgot, and alcohol. The spirits love this stuff, okay? The spirits love the spirits. All right. So we went through the list. Everybody's good. You got all of the stuff that you need. Check stuff off. If you don't, like I said, you can get back to it. Now, let's start to cleanse this space. We always want to make sure that we cleanse our space before we commence any type of ritual, any type of magical workings. Because what we're doing is we're setting the intention of the space. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and, so what you're going to do is run the candle through the smoke, right? This is how we cleanse our items. Cleansing the energy. So whoever else's hands touch this, the energy is not going to be contaminating our ritual. You feel me? Right? And listen, I don't know what happened today. Like I said, it's a full moon, so a lot of energies is very intense right now. Whatever drama, arguments, chaotic energy that happened today, let that shit go. Don't bring that in this ritual, okay? Like when you step into this ritual, you leave all of that mundane stuff behind you, okay? Oh, and how can I forget? You need your offerings. Almost forgot that. You need your offerings for your ancestors. So I'm giving them clementine. They tend to like this very much. Okay. And if you have rum, I would say you can use your rum to even wipe down your candle. Some people use alcohol, like rubbing alcohol or Florida water. I'm in the mood to use rum, right? Like, I'm really ready to activate these spirits. And listen, we picked the perfect day to do this ritual because this full moon, telling you, it's going to open up those portals, baby. Activate them portals. Okay. And I'm checking in the live chat every now and then, making sure that, you know, you guys are good. All right. Everybody's good. Y'all still with me. Perfect. Now, we went through the item check. Let me put this up. Ooh. Sorry, family. All right. So let's go ahead and do some deep breathing. We're going to get started with this ritual. So before I start my rituals, I like to do some deep breathing, some breathing exercises to get the chi flowing through my blood, right? Like get the vessels open, the blood flowing, like the magic going. So let's take a few deep breaths, family, right? Like I hope you guys are done cleansing your space. Just be here in this moment. Okay. So we're going to take 3 deep breaths together. We're going to connect our energies together, right? Forming our energy together in this ritual to activate our ancestors. So we're going to take 3 deep breaths, okay? Like when we're breathing in, we're going to hold, we're going to breathe, we're going to inhale for 3 seconds, hold it for 3 seconds, and then we're going to release for 3 seconds and repeat it again, okay? So I'm going to give you an example, right? I'm going to breathe in. Okay, so I breathe in that while I'm inhaling, I'm counting to 3. I hold it for 3, I release for 3, and then I repeat it again. So now let's do that together. Okay, now on a count to 3, we're going to get started. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Again. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Release. Again. Inhale for 3 seconds. Hold it for 3. And release for 3. So as you're deep breathing, you're breathing in your nose and out of your mouth. Okay. So you probably might feel a little lightheaded. Your body probably might rock back and forth. What's happening is that your heartbeat, your mind, your spirit is all connecting right now. Like your body is going through a rhythm and is connecting to the rhythm of the universe, right? The universe has a song or a certain rhythm. And when you tap into it through breathing, it's easier for you to work with your spells and your rituals. Okay. Now, you should feel relaxed right now. How is everybody feeling? All right. Everybody feeling okay? Let me check in the chat. All right. Everybody's good. Perfect. Okay. I feel relaxed. Now, you want to be relaxed when you do readings and when you do rituals. Always have a clear mind. Always be in a relaxed space. Let go of the mundane world. Ashe. Now, now that we're relaxed, I want you to just shake your hands out, right? Like we want to get the energy flowing into our hands because we're going to be using our hands in this ritual. We're going to be using our hands. We're going to be channeling the energy into our palms, into our fingers. And feel free to clap. Clapping gets that energy flowing. Rub hands together. Wake up the chakras and the meridians in your hands. You might feel your hands tingling. That's normal. All right, Ashe. Okay. Whew. So put your offerings out. It doesn't matter in what order or how you set it, it's fine. We're going to begin to say a prayer, okay? So connect with me, family, as I pray. You can even say your own prayer with me, okay? Ashe. We give honor and thanks to the Great Spirit. We give honor and thanks to our beloved ancestors who love us, who want to guide us, to help us, and to assist us in our journey. We only seek the assistance of those ancestors that are of high vibration, elevated, and here to help us ascend. Ashe. We call upon the spirits of the four winds in the four directions to assist us. Ashe. We call upon the spirit of the elements to assist us. Ashe. We call upon Ampu, Ashe, to assist us, to guide us, to open up the doorway for the dead, the muertos, los muertos, to hear us, to communicate with us. Mercury's, Nessis, Ashe, Aho, Ashe, Aho. We call upon you, O beloved ancestors, wake up to our call. As we come before you, O ancient ones, we call upon you, we summon your power at this time. Your children, we need you right now as our world is in a very shaky place. We ask that you open up our minds, our bodies, and our spirits so that we can become powerful, so that we can activate our God DNA. Help us to break the chains that bind us. Help us to release whatever doesn't serve us. Ashe, Aho. Oh, Great Spirit, we call upon you to be with us. Ancestors, protect us and guide us and be with us. Ashe, Aho, Amen. Ashe. Woo! Okay, I feel good. Woo! I even feel like smoking a little bit of a cigar right now. You know what? Yes, let's get the cigar going. Hold on one second. Let me pull up my cigar. Don't play with me. Do not play. Cigar. Let's go. Whew. Whew. Spirit said she wanted a cigar. She said, hold on, excuse me, where's the tobacco? Like, I know you ain't call us up in here and you ain't got no tobacco going. Oh, okay. Okay. Ashe. All right. How you guys are feeling? I feel good. All right. Let's get ready to prepare our candle. Okay, this is the important part. We said our prayer, we opened up the ritual, and we have summoned the spirits. They are here. You might feel tingling, you might feel a chilling sensation, you might feel warm. The energy or the vibe in your space might feel a little different. That's normal. And for those who don't feel anything, that's okay. Maybe your ancestors just haven't come yet. They probably still sleeping. That's why we're doing this ritual. Okay. And some people are just more sensitive than others, so don't even trip. Okay, now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your candle and you are going to take your pen, your writing utensil, right? Make sure you got your marker, your pen. And what I want you to do is you are going to write your name. Okay, and make sure it is the name that you were born with, okay, because your last name is connected to your ancestors. And listen, if you are on your cycle, your menstrual cycle, or let's say, you know, you got some blood, you want to put a little blood in there, some saliva, lick your tongue, put a little saliva in it, feel free to do so. Like I said, we work with the magic that's not so pretty, and ancestors is connected to the blood. I talk about this in my ancestor veneration class, that you can put the blood, one drop of blood in a candle to summon your ancestors, and it really gets them coming because they are attracted to the scent of your smell. That's how they can tell you are their descendant. Like you have a certain scent that proves that you are of their family, of their lineage. It's like your energetic signature. Now, let's start writing. So I'm going to write my name. Because why? I'm the one that's calling my ancestors, right? So whoever ancestors you're calling, that's the name that you're putting in there. You're calling your ancestors, you put your name. And you could put a little phrase in there like ancestors, welcome, Ancestors come. Ancestors, put a heart next to it. Okay. Now, this is what I like to do. Now, you can either put a crucifix, which is a cross, in the candle, or you can put an ankh. This is what an ankh looks like. This is what a crucifix looks like. Now, why are we using the ankh? Why are we using the crucifix? The crucifix represents the cross between the material and the spiritual realm. We utilize this symbol when we want to work with the dead, when we're crossing between the physical world and we're entering into the spiritual realm. This is the portal or the formula or the code, right? The symbol that tells the universe, I am wanting to communicate with the world beyond this one. I am communicating with the other side, right? The ankh is pretty much the symbol of life, but also death. And it can activate. It's also an activator. So we're activating our ancestors. That's why I am putting an ankh right now. There we go. You're going to draw that right over your name. Remember, you're carving it in the candle with your pen. Now, what you're going to do is, for the people that want to take the more advanced route, the one who have the coffee grounds, the tobacco and the alcohol, now what we're going to do is we're going to add our ingredients. If you don't have these, don't worry about it. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my coffee in there. I'm not going to add too much, guys. Don't OD, all right? Like put like a pinch of it in there. I'm going to show you guys how much I'm adding. You see that? That's not too much, right? It's a nice little decent amount of coffee. Less is more. I got my little tobacco, my little broken cigar. We recycle everything here. There we go. Turn this down so you guys can see. So I'm going to go ahead and put my tobacco inside. Ooh. Yeah, spirits, they love that tobacco. Love it. And now what I'm going to do is I like to spray my candles with rum. You're not going to don't pour it inside because you're going to have a fire hazard, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to put a little bit in your mouth and you're going to spray it or spit it on the candle. So I can't do it this way because the camera, but I'm going to do it that way so you guys can see, okay? Mm-hmm. Ashe. So I sprayed the candle. Now, why did I do that, right? I did that because alcohol activates the spirit. I'm activating the candles. I'm spraying, giving them libation with my saliva that has the blood of my ancestors. Thus, for I'm calling them to me. See? Right. Now that the candle is prepared, you are going to go ahead and light the candle. Ashe, beloved ancestors. Ashe, beloved ancestors. Ashe. Ooh, look at that flame. You know what time it is. Now, if the candle is popping, a lot of the times that means that the ancestors are communicating or trying to talk to you, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put this candle to the side because I'm going to now show you guys the ancestor money. Look, I got rum all over the place. Well, y'all hear the candle? It's hissing. You hear it? And white smoke. That's a good sign. Listen, if you see white smoke leaving the candle, a blue little spark, it means that the spirit is present, okay? Ashe. Now, let's get this ancestor money into the equation, because I know you guys are wondering, what are we going to do with this? So, now that you have your ancestor money, let me turn this down so you guys can see, okay? Now, I have my ancestor money on my Joss paper here. Now, I don't know if anybody has this, but if you ever went to the Asian market, you've probably seen these. Now, they have two different types. Well, they probably have more, but these are the two main ones, right? But this kind. They have the golden ones and they have the silver ones. Now, when you're dealing with this type of magic, right? The gold, they say, is more so for dealing with like the masculine energies, when you want to burn for like your masculine ancestors, calling forth the masculine gods and stuff like that. And the silver is more so for like the protection of the feminine. And some people just simply say you could burn both, that the gold is just a little bit more expensive than the silver. I wouldn't think too much about it, to be honest with you. Now, you're going to take one of your hell notes or Jaws papers or fake money, and what you're going to do is we are going to write on it, okay? Now, this is important. Now, listen, you can have a marker or you can do it with a pen. That's why in the event page, I put marker, pen, either one is fine, right? Now, I'm taking this gold piece, and on the back, what we're going to do is we're tapping into our childlike self, right? If we're communicating with the old ones, we got to realize that majority of them probably don't even understand English or Spanish or Chinese or whatever language you speak. Like, they probably don't even know that. When we're working with our ancestors, I want you to understand something. You don't need to know their name. We're talking about not just like your great auntie or your great uncle or like your great grandma. No, we're talking about your ancestors go way far back, okay? The ancient ones. These are the ancestors that we're reaching out to tonight. Those are the ones that's going to open up the doorways and teach you this occult science. They're the ones that's going to take you to a whole nother level, all right? And so how did they communicate? They use hieroglyphs, symbols. So we're going to draw, we're going back to our childlike self, and we're going to draw what we want. So let me give you an example, right? Let's say, put this down. Let's say, okay, ancestors, how can I send a message to my ancestors without writing in English of what I want? Let's say I want, I don't know, the door of opportunities, right? I want new doors to be open for me. I'm going to draw a door, right? And matter of fact, I'm going to draw a light coming out of that door, because I know that this door is something amazing hiding behind it. Ancestors, bring me a door, new doors of opportunity. Abre la camina, like open the doorway, open the roads. Okay, you can even draw a money symbol if you want them to bring more wealth, right? You can draw a symbol of a person happy, right? Little stick figure man, he's happy. You want happiness, dancing, okay? You want to help your music career, ancestors, draw a little music note, a sun. You guys are getting the picture, right? What I'm doing, right? Okay, a butterfly for transformation. I hope y'all not laughing at my drawing, okay? This is just examples. It don't gotta be perfect. What we're doing is, like I said, when you tap into your childlike self, you're tapping into the subconscious mind. Spirits speak through symbols. They understand what this means. So I'm gonna draw the Ankh, because I want them to bring life and activity into my life, okay? If you want love, draw a heart. Draw two people kissing. What are you trying to bring in, okay? If you want peace, what does peace look like? Draw a bird or a dove. Or if you want your third eye to be open, draw a third eye. Hello, you want clarity, right? You want to be able to see. So this is just giving you guys some ideas. So I'm going to give you a moment to do that, to go ahead and draw, think about what you want. You know, you can feel free to use words if you want to complement your drawings, right? So just, and even if certain symbols come to your mind, like draw the symbol, okay? It might be something your ancestors are showing you that you need to write. It might be a signature or a seal or something that they use, a family seal or something. You could draw serpents for wisdom. What else? What else? Give me some ideas. Let me see. A plane. You can draw a sword, let's say for protection, right? To slay your enemies. Okay. What else? If you're trying to cut the cord on something, draw some scissors. How am I going to draw scissors? Hold on, wait a minute. Don't laugh, y'all. Don't laugh. I'm trying. Those are my scissors. Look at my scissors. Okay, we cutting cords. We cutting them, we breaking generational chains, like draw chains breaking. Like, I'm serious, y'all. You got to take this seriously. Chains are breaking. Generational curses are breaking. Break those chains. That's supposed to be a broken chain, but you know. All right. So I'm gonna give y'all a few more, probably one more minute, and we're gonna jump into it. We're gonna burn it. The fun part is coming. My little thing so I don't burn this table. And if you got a metal, make sure you got something under it so you don't burn like your table, your fabric, or whatever you're gonna burn it on. Like, safety first, family. Always safety first. Necessities. Make sure you're hydrated. Okay. All right. Now, let's get to the burning part. You guys are ready? Let's burn this ancestor money. Okay. So before we get started, okay, ancestors, I have a little dong. Now, when we burn ancestor money, what we're doing is we're invoking the power of the Jade Emperor. He's supposedly known as being like, they call this hell notes, right? Because supposedly they say like it's the underworld, like we're paying the Lord of the underworld or the Jade Emperor to give our ancestors passage in order to communicate with us. I forgot the Greek god name. I think it's Charon or Charon. Charon. He deals with like the boat. He helps the dead cross the waters through into Hades. But he's kind of synchronized with that energy in a way. So we're burning these hell notes or Jaws papers or ancestor money, paying off our ancestral debt, paying off karmic debt, and also activating them. Now, you can write your name on this, right? Like kind of put your signature, like your seal. Okay, whatever your signature is, it could be your initials, it could be your full name, it could be whatever, like just sign it. Sign your name on it. Sign, seal, deliver. So I'm gonna put my initials here. Okay. And I'm just going to put thank you, ancestors. Like, remember, you want to show gratitude. So just say thank you, ancestors. Like you're saying thank you as though everything that you drew on this paper is already coming. You already got it. Ancestors, thank you for the blessings. Ancestors, thank you for protection. Ancestors, thank you for guidance. Thank you for clarity. Thank you for removing the pestilence out of my life. Ancestors, thank you for showing me fake friends. Ancestors, thank you for revealing the truth to me. Thank you for opening my eyes. Thank you for putting me on a spiritual journey and helping me to realize that it's more to life than what people may think it may seem. Ancestors, Ashe, we ask that you help us to go through these changes that are happening with the world, that you cover us, that you keep us protected, that you guide us, that you sharpen our intuition so that we know when danger is coming and we know how to move out the way. Ashe, Ashe, Aho, Ashe. Okay. So you're going to take the ancestor money and you are going to fold it to you. Because what are we doing? We're bringing it in. Ancestors, come to us, come to us. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Now, get ready to burn. Are you guys ready? Okay. You guys see? Woo! Now, strong flame, listen, if that, woo, Jesus. Can you guys see? My Lord. Now, continue just putting more papers in there. Like if the flame go out, listen, keep putting more ancestor money. You can put as many as you like, but don't use all of them, okay? Save at least 7 because you're gonna need to do this for 7 consecutive days. Today makes day 1, okay? So starting today is number 1, and then you'll count moving forward. So tomorrow will be the day number 2. Okay, day number 7 is the last day, and they say that on the 7th day, you will receive a blessing. Now, some people might get the blessing tonight. Sometimes it happens quickly, okay? It might be before 7 days. Pay attention, be tapped in. Now, let's continue to burn some more ancestor money. This is fun. And while you burning, you can just simply say, you know, your prayers, what it is that you want. But most of all, I want you to burn this ancestor money, not for selfish means, but I feel as though the ancestors bless you more when you really just doing this to activate them. Like, when you really just doing this ancestor ritual because you care about them, you want to see them activated, like you really want to help them, you really want to see them grow, you really want to help them to prosper and wherever they are in their spiritual journey, they will help you. They will move obstacles out of your way. I'm trying to tell you. Let's go. Ashe, ancestors, blessings, blessings, protection, Ashe. Beloved ancestors. You can even call out your ancestors' names if you know them while the fire is burning. Listen, the higher that flame, the more energy that means that they're around, okay? And if the flame is low, don't worry about it. It just means that you need to do more of this ritual because your ancestors are sleeping. I work with my ancestors a lot, so they're active right now. That's the only reason why. You see how the flame is devouring it so quickly, family? Like, if it's not burning completely, let's say if the flame doesn't consume the entire joss paper, like let's say it only burns half and the fire is going out, it could mean that your ancestors are not active and that they could be really, really, really asleep. And it may take a little bit more time for you to activate them. But as the days progress, you'll probably notice the difference in how the fire is starting to consume the joss paper. Now, pay attention. If you notice a green flame in the fire, it's a symbol that the spirit of the Jade Emperor is present. And that is a very, very, very good omen. So I'm going to burn a few more. Ashe, 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 Ashe. Now, you could, if you don't have a lighter, you could feel free to use the flame of the candle as well. See how I did that? Ashe, Oh, okay. Whoa. Hold on, let me back up. Okay, I guess they want you to use the flame of the candle better because y'all seen that yourself, right? Jesus, all right. I think that's probably the last one I'm gonna do. Yeah. Okay, y'all wanted one more. They said they want one more. All right, one more for y'all, but y'all not gonna burn my house down. Sure. Yo, that's crazy. They tried to burn my handle just now. Wow. Okay. Oh. All right, ancestors. Yes. Thank you for your presence. Yes, they are here. They're letting themselves be known. Ashe, thank you. Ashe, Aho, Ashe. As that flame is burning, you say your Ashes in your prayers. Ashe. Okay, you're talking to the spirits now. This is the last one. Okay. I be having so much fun burning these. I just keep going. Ashe. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Put your ancestor money in the flame of the candle. It's probably going to burn crazy. Like wow. Yeah. Woo. Ooh. Hot. It's hot. Ashe. Beloved ancestors, Ashe, we thank you for your presence. We thank you for your blessings. May you continue to protect us and guide us in all that we do. Open up our third eye, activate our chakras, release any type of traumas that bind us, that hold us. Open up our intuition, open up our eyesight, open up our power so that we may be able to identify what the issues are so that we may remedy them. Ashe, protect us from those people who try to bring us down. Ashe, open up our eyes so that we can see with clarity who serves us and who does not serve us. Ashe. Give us the strength to let go of who doesn't serve us, of what doesn't serve us, to release bad habits, toxic situations. Ashe, that does not serve us. Ashe. Ashe. Ooh, okay. Now, how y'all feeling, family? How y'all feeling? I feel good right now. Listen, you might feel very elated. Your energy might be high. Like some of y'all might have the jitters. What you're feeling is your ancestors. Hold on, like tap into your energy right now. What are you feeling? What are you feeling right now? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling calm? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling sad? Like what's going on? What's going on? Tune into yourself because your ancestors are communicating to you through your emotions, through your feelings, okay? Through the body. What are you feeling physically? Are you feeling tension anywhere in your body? Pay attention because this is where the spirits are telling you may hold trauma, okay? You might need to do some exercises, some healing, some acupuncture, Reiki there. Okay, I'm channeling right now. I feel like somebody needs that message. The ancestors are saying that, you are the ones that have been chosen to break these cycles. You are the one that's going to pave the way and go places nobody has ever traversed before. You got to understand that this journey will not be easy, but we will be with you every step of the way. We will not abandon you. We will not leave your side. And there's many crazy things that are coming to this planet, but you will be covered. The umbrella is over you. We will unite you with people who needs to be in your corner. We will unite you with the ancestors and spirits that need to be by your side. Do not worry. You are covered. You are protected. And we will show you in your dreams and visions, and through other people we will send you messages. So pay attention and keep your third eye open because we are around. Ashe, I hope. Okay, now that message is out. Okay, now hold on, y'all. I gotta come down for a second. I'm like, they are here right now. Okay. Ashe. I feel good. They are very happy right now. They're very happy family. They got their offerings. Listen, the reason why you have to feed your spirit, you got to realize that it's energy. They're not consuming the physical thing, but it's important that we feed our ancestors and spirit guides consistently because as we feed them, they feed us, right? You know how we need money in this physical realm in order to survive, to pay bills and rent and do things? Like spirit also needs certain spiritual sustenance to keep them going, right? You saw, I don't know if you guys watched the movie Coco. If you haven't, now you got homework. There's a movie called Coco. I think it's Disney, Pixar, one of them on Disney Plus. And you watch it, it basically talks about how when we don't honor our ancestors and we forget them, they literally disappear. Feel me? Like, if you want to keep your ancestors active and strong, you got to consistently feed them. Consistently. So if nobody in your family been working with your ancestors, if you're the first one that's burning candles and incense and giving them offerings, it may take some time. So be patient. Okay. Don't think that they're not active. Don't think that they don't want to work with you. Don't take it personal. It could take some people up to 6 months to get communication. But when you do the ancestor money ritual, it cuts that in half. That's why we're doing this today. Okay. Probably, like I said, 7 days. 7 days. Pay attention. All right. Now, as we're coming to a close of the ritual, we're coming down. We want to just thank our ancestors. We want to come back here and center ourselves and just say, spirits, we appreciate you for opening space, and thank you, ancestors, for bringing everybody together. Like, everybody that's in this ritual right now, whether you're watching live or watching later, like, you are covered, you are protected. Like, ancestors are with you, ancestors are with all of us, and we're going to be good. Like, thank you so much, ancestors. Many more blessings. May you find blessings in healing wherever you may be in the spiritual realms, and may you continue to shower us with blessings as well. May we have a beautiful relationship, and may this be the beginning of an amazing thing. I'm excited. Yay! Ashe, ashe, ashe. Take our ancestral powers to the next level. All right. Now, this is just the beginning. Like I said, this is an ongoing thing. You guys just can't feed your ancestors once and be like, all right, I'm waiting for my ancestors to talk to me. No. For the next 7 days, you're going to burn an ancestor money. Now, you can burn 1 note a day, or you can burn several. Okay. When I didn't have money like that, when I first started doing ancestor money rituals, I only burnt 1 note a day. And I'm telling you, it still was powerful, because less is more in the spiritual realm. Like, they know your heart. They know, if you don't got the money to get certain things, like, spirit knows where your heart is at. And that's all that really matters, is the intention. Like, what are you doing this for? They know that you're doing this to help them. They know that you want to grow. They know that you want to break the cycles. They know that you want better for yourself, for your family, like for life. They know that you do. But they can't help you unless we ask for help. And that's why we're doing this ritual. Okay. So thank you, ancestors. May you enjoy these offerings. Okay, like, listen, if you guys want to turn up with your ancestors, play some music tonight, smoke your little herbs, drink some libations with them, turn up, like, feel free to have fun with them, because they do like to turn up and have fun. And yeah, so ritual. Thank you, spirit guides. We send you. We thank all of the spirits who have assisted us and helped us in this ritual. We conclude this ritual as we give thanks, and we ask that you continue to watch over us and guide us in all of our ways. Ashe, Aho, Dua, Amen. How y'all feeling? Any questions? Let's get to the Q&A, family. Q&A time. Q&A time. What about the water? Okay, excellent question. So we're not doing anything with the water. The water is meant to be a medium of communication. We leave a glass of water out for the ancestors and a white candle. These are the basic things that you can put out for the ancestors. Let's say if you don't have money, or let's say, you might be homeless, or you don't really have a space to set up an altar, right? Like, I told you guys, when I didn't have nowhere to go and I was staying in a hotel, all I had was a tea light candle and a little glass of water that the hotel had. And I made it work to find a home, and it manifested. So once again, you need your white candle. The light is to shine the light in the spiritual realm so that they can find you. Okay, they can find their way to you. The water is to bring clarity, to be a vessel or a medium for them to come, and also to give them comfort, right? It's kind of like, I look at it like when somebody comes over to your house for the first time, or whenever you have a guest and they come over, what's the first thing that you do? You offer them something to drink, right? Would you like something to drink? You want some water? So it's like, welcome, ancestors. Here's some water, right, to quench your thirst. I know you thirsty. I don't know the last time anybody gave you offerings, but here's some food too. Here's some tobacco. Here's some rum. Here's some cigarettes. Here's some corn. Like, here's everything. Here's the candy. All you want, baby. The more you spoil them, the more they will spoil you. That's all I gotta say. If you be cheap with them, they're gonna be cheap with you. And when I say cheap, I mean, like, if you can't afford something, don't break the bank. But if they know you got it and you just giving them little scraps here and there, they're gonna start being skimpy with you. All right, let me get to these questions. Hold up. Now, listen, I know somebody was saying before, listen, I can't get, it's over 200 and something people in here, right? So I'm not going to be able to answer every single question. Now, if I don't get to your question, you can drop the question in the comment section after this post, not the live chat, right? The comment section. I'm going to leave this video up probably for a week. So by next Sunday, I'm going to put this video on private. That's why it's very important that you guys download and save this. Find Google any type of video downloader link. Just type in Google how to download videos from YouTube, right? And it'll tell you how to do it. Copy and save the link, copy and paste the link into the little tab, and then you'll be able to download the video into a file on your computer, hard drive, flash drive, whatever, okay? Don't want to leave this up to YouTube because you never know. It could get taken down or whatever. Now, I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. You can either, well, if I don't get to your questions here, you can post it in the group. If you're not in the group, then you can, post it in the comments here. Okay, let's see. Now, let's start with the questions now. If you posted your question, post it again. Now, do we change the offering daily as we do the ritual? No. The offerings can stand out for the 7 days. These are good to last for 7 days. Now, I don't know what type of offerings you got. If you got something that expires quickly, then throw it out, so don't start smelling bad and attract flies. Okay. What do you do with the offerings? You can throw them out. You can bury them. You can toss them in the river. I just throw them in the trash. My candle flame split in 2 large flames when it turned. Okay, nice. What do you do with the ashes? Oh, excellent question, Ms. Bree. Thank you. I almost forgot to mention. You can save the ashes. Like, what I like to do is I'll put my ashes in like a little, you could put it in like a little glass jar or a little like baggie or just something to kind of hold it in some type of a container. And sometimes I utilize this in like my rituals. Like if I want to incorporate my ancestral power, like magic, into my rituals, I sprinkle a little bit of this like in the candle, on the ritual tools, or sometimes I'll even use this in like my prosperity rituals, because I feel like it works very, very well for prosperity. Ancestor money ashes. Okay, some people will cast it out to the 4 winds. Some people just toss it into a river or a lake. But I save the ancestor ashes. Okay. Where do you get the ancestor money paper? Amazon or Chinese market, Asian market? Can you talk about the process over the next 7 days? The process is the same. You just pretty much light a joss paper, like you have your altar, or you could just put this on a table. I had a little snack table when I first started my altar, and I just had simple things, the white candle and a glass of water, and whatever offering that I had, candies, flowers, whatever. For the next 7 days, what you're really doing is just burning the ancestor note. So let's pretend today is tomorrow. It's the 2nd day, right? And so I wake up in the morning and I say, oh, good morning, ancestors. Thank you so much. I love you. I burn this ancestor money for you. Today, is number 2. Here you go. Boom, burn the ancestor money, or, burn it in the flame and put it in, and that's it, right? You repeat that cycle again. It could be at night or in the day. It doesn't matter. Like, try not to overthink it. Magic is more of a feeling, intuitive thing more than a logical thing. I want you guys to try to get out of that scientific, logical left brain mentality where everything has to be exact, right? Magic is more like intuitive. Like, some of you guys probably be like, you know what, something's telling me I need to put some rosemary in this candle. Something's telling me that I need to, I don't know, anoint this ancestor money with some cinnamon oil. Like, when you hear those little intuitive voices telling you things, that's your spirit talking. Your intuition is turning on now. Now you're starting to become more telepathic, clairaudient, okay? Clairsentient, clairvoyant, like you're tapping into your clairs. So be very aware the next 7 days you might have dreams about your ancestors. Pay attention to the signs, pay attention to songs that play on the radio, pay attention to what you scroll and see on social media. They might talk to you through that. But just be aware, like that's the main thing. Menstrual blood, yes, you could use your menstrual blood, absolutely. I feel like that activates the witches in your bloodline. If you have eatable offerings, can you eat with them? Can you eat them? Some people eat the ancestral offerings. Some people say it's taboo. I don't necessarily eat my ancestral offerings, but I do eat the offerings I give to my deities or like the gods so I can consume their power. If I do eat ancestor offerings, I'll eat it because I'm saying, hey, let's eat together, right? Like we'll eat out of the same bowl, but I'm like, okay, we're sharing energy. We're kind of communing and just talking. Like, it depends on you. And listen, if there's questions that you guys can Google, like, you know, you guys can Google some questions and I'm pretty sure you can find some of these answers, not to the questions I just answered, but I'm just saying, before you ask the question, ask yourself, is this something that I can easily Google, right? What if the candles burn out before 7 days? If the candle burns out before 7 days, that's amazing. That means that your ancestors are very active and they consume the shit out of that candle, okay? It doesn't matter. You can still like burn the ancestor money. Like I said, burning it for 7 consecutive days is optional, family. I just want to mention that it's optional. But I'm telling you, what I did that worked for me, for the first time I did this ritual, okay? I did it for 7 consecutive days. A Haitian priest taught me about this ritual. He said, listen, burn ancestor money consecutively for 7 days, and on the 7th day, you'll notice a blessing. On that 7th day, I kid you not, this is when I used to sell candles. I used to make my homemade sensual candle. I used to sell it outside in Brooklyn on Fulton Street. And I remember that same exact day, I came out in the morning, I just started my day, and a lady came, she pulled up to my table and she was like, oh my God, like your candles are amazing. She was like, how much for a box? And I didn't know what she meant. I thought she meant like one box, because I had the candles that came in the box. I said, oh, I told her the price. She said, no, I mean, like, I want all of your candles. Like all of the boxes you have, I want to buy everything that you have right now. And I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, I want to buy everything. When I kid you, I'm like, yo, that was ancestors, okay? This lady bought all of my candles and I just sat down and started my day. Like, I was done. Like, I was sold out of candles for the week. That's what I mean. And I told the Haitian priest the same day, I said, yo, you was right. Today's the 7th day. And guess what happened? Boom. Feel what I'm saying? Took my business to a whole nother level. Let me put my charger on. Sorry, family. So the phone's finna die. Laptop finna die. Okay. All right, I'm gonna answer a few more questions. Let's see. Do we keep the candle going? Yes, I don't turn out my candles. Excuse me. Do you let the candle burn continuously or do you relight them every day? I let it burn continuously. Okay, I read that one. How often do you perform the ritual? Some people do it once. I talk to my ancestors every day. It really depends on you guys. Like, if y'all don't know what to talk about, you don't have to talk. You just sit at the altar. That's what I did. I was like, listen, I don't know what to say to y'all. I'm new to this. So yeah, I'm just going to sit here. I'm just going to sit here. If y'all got something to say to me, then talk to me. And after a while, like I started to notice the difference between my thoughts and when the spirit was talking to me. It takes practice, family. Like some things, some people can't teach you, right? Like some things we have to experience, some things we have to go and experience through wisdom. Like I can give you the information and the knowledge, but you only get wisdom by applying what you learn. So apply all of the tools that I gave you today in this ritual, and from everything that I gave you, utilize that and see what the spirits give you. See how it manifests. Okay. Do they abandon you if you're not consistent? I don't think so. Because there's been times when life happens and I just couldn't tend to my ancestors every day. And, you know, they understood, but at the same time, you know, you'll notice a difference too. Like when you're not active with them, sometimes they'll block certain things to get your attention. Oh, you could put out coffee for them too. Mia Place, if you don't want to put it in a candle. Coffee activates the spirit. It's a stimulant, but it's also a protectant. Tobacco also summons the spirit, right? It adds power to it. There's a book called The Magical Power of the Saints. I would recommend that you guys get that. It's on my Amazon link. And also, family, listen, like I said, this is just the start of your ancestral journey. It's an everyday thing. This is like a life process. And as you continue to work with them, talk to them, like they'll teach you things, they'll guide you, they'll show you who you are. They'll tell you things in dreams. Like, I want you to invest in a dream journal. Okay. It can even be one of those little 50 cents or 99-cent composition notebooks you get from the 99-cent store. It don't gotta be nothing fancy. Okay. The point is you want a book and a pen to have by your bedside when you wake up, because the spirits will communicate with you. They will communicate with you. Write down the symbols and stuff that come up, repetitive symbols, repetitive dreams, colors, numbers, like just write these things down. Next 7 days, just be very conscious and alert, very conscious and alert. Spiritual assassinship, she feels high right now. That's normal. You can do the ritual as often as you want. Doesn't matter what color the glass is after it has burned out. I don't know what you mean by that question. Answer comes naturally. Okay. Taper candle is okay. Roxy, table candle, yes, okay. Taper candle is fine. Any candle is fine, honestly. I experienced pain in the back of the neck. Oh, that's actually not a bad thing I am publishing, because remember, the back of the neck is where the Kundalini is. The back of the nape of your neck is a portal. We have the third eye, we have the crown, and then we have the nape here. Like there's 3 portals. Well, really, there's more. The temples. I'll get into that in another segment. But the back of the neck is a portal, and it's the channel for the Kundalini energy. Remember, your spine is how the Kundalini energy travels up from the base all the way through the crown. So it sounds like your ancestors are kind of working through your energies. You might have some blocks, and that's why you felt pain or discomfort. So the chi might be flowing through your body faster than what you're used to, right? Remember, you're activating them. Your ancestors are, how can I say this? Your blood, your energy is traveling through your body in a way that it hasn't done that before, especially if this is your first time doing this ritual. Some people might notice tingling or burning in the feet. That's what happened to me. Like my feet started burning. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I felt like my feet was on fire. And he said, the Haitian man said that means that you activating them. Like the feet represents the foundation, the connection to the earth. So I was activating my earthly ancestors, and there's spiritual ancestors too. That's probably a star family beyond this physical realm, beyond earth. Like the ancestors are very ancient. Like, don't just think about, okay, my ancestors in America, my ancestors in Africa, my ancestors in Europe, my ancestors in Asia, my ancestors wherever, Canada, I don't know. But think about like, yo, back to source, back to the Titans, okay, back to the abyss, back to nothingness, like back to primordial energy. That's the energies we're calling forth, the ancient ones, los muertos, okay? That's what we call it. Your candle flame may be dancing. That means that they active, they dancing with you, play some music for them. Yeah, some people might get hot with this ritual, that's energy. Okay. All right. I'm going to go in a bit, probably answer a few more questions, okay? If the candle glass is black, it depends, my love. It depends, because sometimes if you have a lighter and you burn the glass candle, it could turn black, right? Like sometimes people read into things too much. Don't read too much into it. If you burn a ritual candle, listen, if you want to know about candle magic, take my candle magic class. It talks about how to read candles, how to read the flame, how to tell if you have witchcraft on you, how you can read the candle and see how it's going to manifest your spells. Also, when you burn in candles for your ancestors, what does it mean? The way that the flame burns, the way that the candle burns, the way that the flame touches the glass. If it's black soot, white soot, gray soot, smoke, or whatever, I explain all that in my candle magic class, so you can take that. And just to pretty much say, since we're talking about classes, like I said, family, this ancestor ritual is the beginning of a new journey with your ancestors. You have to be consistent with this. I know y'all have 1,000 questions, okay? Because I know that y'all are probably new to this. Y'all excited. The energy is flowing. Y'all want to know how to work with them. I would highly advise taking the Ancestor Veneration class, okay? It's a 4-hour class that talks about everything that you're asking me, step by step. How to work with your ancestors in rituals, how to activate your ancestors, how to tell the difference between the bad ancestors and good ancestors, how to tell the difference between a trickster spirit that is disguising themselves as an ancestor to manipulate and use you, and how to determine when it's a real ancestor that's stepping before you, how to determine between the voice of the ancestor and how to determine the voice of yourself, right? What happens when there's a block between our ancestors? Let's say, for instance, if it's been past 6 months and we still can't communicate with them, it might be some spiritual blocks in the way, right? Something bigger that's going on that might need to be removed. But all of this is discussed in the ancestral veneration class, okay? Now, I'm going to send you guys a discount code, okay? Pay attention to your emails, because everybody who signed up for this ritual, you are going to get a discount code for the ancestral veneration class. That way you don't have to pay full price, okay? You guys already paid for this. I'm not trying to take all of your money. I really just want you guys to learn how to tap into your ancestors. So pay attention. You check your spam mail, because I will email you either tonight or sometime tomorrow, okay? But check your emails, because I'm going to email that to you. And I will highly advise you guys get it soon, because you want to keep the momentum. Some of y'all probably are procrastinators, or you start something and don't keep it up. I highly recommend you be consistent with your ancestors, right? You opened up the door, you woke them up, now they ready, they excited. Like imagine you come, you wake somebody up, you call them like, hey, listen, girl, come on, like we about to go out, all of this other stuff, and then it's time to go, and you be like, you know what, girl, never mind, I changed my mind. Or you just like don't answer the phone for the person. Like they're gonna be like, yo, what you call me for? What you wake me up for? You got me excited to go out, and I got all dressed with my makeup on, and you're not even answering the phone. Like, girl, what? So that's how your ancestors feel. It's like, don't get us all hype and call us and wake us up from our slumber if you wasn't even planning on working with us. Like, what was the point? What was the point? You feel me? But anyway, I love you, family. Thank you so much for participating in this ritual. Like I said, pay attention to your dreams. I will send you guys a discount code for the Ancestor Veneration class, okay? And that way you can use that as a supplement to this ritual today. This ritual is not going to answer all of your questions. This is just the beginning of the journey, okay? Ashe, ashe. All right. So once again, like I said, if I didn't get to your question, you could put it in the ritual group, the group for the ritual specifically, or you can put it in the comment section once this video posts. And once again, make sure that you download and save this YouTube video. Okay, download and save the link. You can Google this, how to download a YouTube video and save it on my computer or my phone. Google it, you'll find it, okay? Because in a week's time, next Sunday, I'm going to make this video private, okay? All right, so I said it a few times. Now you guys know I love you so much. Thank you for participating in this ritual. The ancestors are proud. And yeah, family, we'll talk soon. Happy full moon. Enjoy